What's up, you guys? Aftershare Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Stargate SG-1. This is season 8, episode 19. Let's get into the episode.
The Daedalus. It has a few advantages over the Prometheus. The more advanced alien technologies were integrated into the original design rather than tacked on after the fact.
When's it gonna be ready?
Well, they're already testing the Asgard hyperdrive. As soon as that checks out, she'll be good to go.
Okay.
Hopefully we all get to go this time.
Well, last time they were worried about spreading our resources too thin.
Yeah, now that Moebius is gone, the replicators are gone.
There's still a few system lords out there, but without their Jaffa armies, they've lost most of their power.
Indeed.
Does this mean Daniel's gonna go to Atlantis?
Yeah, hold on.
Hello? Yeah, hi. What? I was just talking to her last week. Yeah, I'll be there. Thank you.
What is it?
Catherine Langford died last night.
Whoa. I was literally just thinking that. That totally makes sense. Do you know what? I was literally just thinking that when he said I was just talking to her last, but like, because, it's almost like we seem to be wrapping up a lot of storylines. Whoa. I'm uncomfortable.
Catherine Langford was more than just kind and generous. She had a gift. She saw the world not for what it was, but for what it could be. And she saw potential in people that others failed to recognize. Like her father before her, her contributions to science have changed the world more than most people know. I, for one, have no idea where I would be today if I'd never met her. She changed my life in more ways than I ever could have imagined.
Dr. Jackson? I'm Sabrina Gosling. I'm Catherine's niece.
Oh, yes.
I just wanted to thank you for coming. You know, my aunt used to talk about you all the time. It's funny, I always used to picture some Indiana Jones type with a bullwhip and a pistol chasing bad guys through some ancient temple.
Well, I generally leave the whip at home, so...
Right. Yeah, me too. She wanted you to have this.
No, your family, you should keep that.
She thought of you like a son.
Thank you.
There are a few other odds and ends she wanted me to give you, but I wasn't able to bring them today. Is there an address where I could send them?
Yeah, of course.
Great.
Jack? Daniel? What's going on? You been shopping online lately?
What you talking about?
Well, you got a little delivery here.
Through Catherine's estate.
Yeah, kind of looks like she sent the whole thing. Holy
Buckets. Looks like her entire collection. I prefer stamps.
Micrometer crystals. Now, it's undergoing further testing, but we hope to have the results on your desk first thing tomorrow morning.
Don't you keep me waiting.
No, sir. Now, here's where things get really interesting.
Yeah, we need to talk. Oh, sorry for interrupting.
No!
It's okay. If it's important, you must interrupt.
I think we may have found a ZPM.
Yes! Great stuff.
Wait, so
with the
Catherine
rocks.
just had a ZPM? Sure.
Among the items Catherine left me, this one in particular caught my attention. It's an original 1889 edition of the Eye of the Sun. It details the customs and rituals observed by the ancient worshippers of the sun god Ra. While I was flipping through the pages, I noticed this.
It appears to be a zero-point module.
The worshippers of Ra refer to it as the Heart of Light. This is a reproduction of a wall painting discovered by German archaeologists in 1885. It was destroyed in a museum fire 10 years later.
But the ZPM was never found.
No.
We did an extensive satellite sweep of the Giza Plateau, searching for an energy signature like the one given off by the ZPM we found near Teanas. Even if it's buried under dirt and rock, we should have been able to detect it. I'm sorry, Daniel, but if it's there, it's probably been depleted.
No, I don't think so. According to the text, it was a religious artifact, an icon. It was never used as a power source.
It is possible Ra simply took the device with him when he left Earth.
In which case, it could be anywhere by now.
We don't know where it is now, but we do know where it was. Giza, 3000 BC.
You guys have the
You can't be
jumper
serious.
time travel-y.
It's the only way.
What?
No, we agreed.
If I have to say what one more time, heads are gonna roll.
We have a time machine. We can go back and get the ZPM.
She wouldn't let me go back and watch the Cubs win the World Series.
Jack, this is a unique opportunity. Ra never knew what he had, which means we can go back and take it without adversely affecting the timeline.
Actually, sir, he may be right about that.
You're on board with this?
I'm not happy about it. We don't have any historical evidence to show that any Goa'uld has ever used a ZPM. In which case, it wouldn't be missed. We would have to be extremely careful to minimize our interaction with the people of the period.
Yeah, there's that. But I thought you said you couldn't get it to work.
No one at Area 51 has been able to engage the time device. In fact, they've barely gotten the ship off the ground, but you were able to fly it without too much difficulty.
Indeed. Jack, think about it. With a fully functional ZPM, we could power Earth's defenses and open up a wormhole to the Pegasus galaxy. Now remember, Jack, 3000 BC. After Sam hooks up the power to the time device, think about that date and nothing else.
This thing's ancient. How's it gonna know from BC?
The ancient computer should be able to extrapolate from your concept of time.
Well, shouldn't we test it on a slightly smaller leap, like say to 1908?
Actually, sir, we were able to determine from the data log that the technology only works in time jumps longer than a couple of 100 years. I think that's it.
3000 BC.
Any particular day of the century for you?
Kind of weird that, you know, he's gonna be time traveling right here and he's who's in charge of the SGC right now. Just wondering.
What happened?
I didn't feel anything.
The stars are different.
Earth was in a different orbit around the sun 5,000 years ago. I think we did it.
Huh.
You can see where it's landed though.
Well, my ancient Egyptian's a little rusty, but I think I got the gist of what they're saying. That's Ketep and his brother Salatis.
Hey, guys.
They're on a pilgrimage to the Temple of Ra to make an offering.
Oh, there's timing.
Tomorrow. Told them we were travelers from the east and they offered to put us up for the night.
I was kind of hoping we wouldn't have to stay that long. I'm sorry, I keep thinking I'm gonna step on a bug and change the future.
Well, we can't just walk into the temple unannounced. Public audience is the perfect way to get inside.
We just have to keep a low profile.
But more importantly, did they say what was for dinner?
Hey! Turn left!
So this is like Ra from like the movie. Probably not. Ra's the one that we dealt with in the movie. It's a long time ago for me.
Vashmel Jalna.
I don't think he was too impressed with the offering.
Tana Akal Maltar. Zoya Not Shal.
He says he will not tolerate such disrespect from his followers.
Sir.
Let me do it now. I won't have to do it in 5,000 years.
You can't do that. There's no telling what effect it might have.
Hey! Real knock!
That's stepping on a butterfly, I think.
You really think they're gonna let him just waltz in and take it?
Well, like I said, they don't even know what a ZPM is. To them, it's like any number of dozens of ritualistic objects they pull out for any number of occasions. Besides, he's wearing the shiny suit.
The fuck?
Good luck.
Why is it so high tech? We've never seen that before.
Nice.
Oh my God.
All right, we got a little problem here.
Must have been a sandstorm during the night.
Oh my god, I didn't
Jafar will
notice.
soon call for reinforcements if they have not already done so. We must move quickly.
Sir, we can't.
We've taken on more Jaffa than that.
You know what I mean. This is exactly the sort of high-impact event we're supposed to avoid.
They have the ship. Will that not alter the future more than anything that we could do?
Not necessarily. They don't know what it is. And even if they did, they can't use it. None of them have the gene. Even Ra won't be able to make it work.
So what are we supposed to do?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, close to it.
No, here's a better idea. We take back our ship.
Sir, we kill those Jaffa, or worse, get captured, and we could alter the future immeasurably. If you're thinking we can go forward and then back again...
Just a couple of days. Then we park that thing where nobody can find it.
We alter this timeline, and the future is already different. We could set into motion a spiral of changes that we could never fix. We've already done too much. I'm sorry, sir. I should never have allowed us to do this.
So what? We live out the rest of our lives here?
Well, we know there's going to be a rebellion eventually. The human slaves rise up and Ra abandons Earth. Daniel learned that on Abydos 9 years ago. When it happens, there is a chance that we could get the jumper back without creating too big a ripple in the events of this timeline.
When does that happen? Well, I don't know the exact date. It could be years.
What? Years?
Sir, we don't have a choice.
What about the ZPM? I mean, if we wait, we lose any chance of getting it back to our time.
Preserving the timeline is more important.
For all you know, things could get better.
Or they could be worse. We can't take that chance.
Well, I know a way we can get the ZPM back to our time even if we don't. But a month before we left, there was an archaeological dig that uncovered a First Dynasty tomb near Giza. All we have to do is bury the ZPM in that tomb, let them find it, and maybe our future selves won't have to take on this mission.
That's bizarre, but it
And
just
that
might work.
creates paradox.
Carter, a lot of good people died when Anubis attacked Earth. I don't think their families would mind if we futzed with the timeline a little.
I know this is hard for you. Your instinct is to change things, make things better. But for once, that's exactly what we can't do. We have to let things play out exactly the way they're meant to.
English is a complex language, a hybrid of many different influences.
Oh my
much
God.
like the culture it represents. To understand it is to gain an insight into that culture and the process of integration that created it. Okay, let's start with a simple greeting. Introduce yourself and talk about the weather. Yes.
Hello, my name is Carlos. You make me so hot.
Okay. Not quite right, but the introduction part was good.
Daniel, sorry to bother you, but there are some people here to see you.
You are a small and pathetic man. Those were my theories on spin wave technology and the effects of anti-gravity on electromagnetism, and you know it. Now, just because my reproductive organs are on the inside instead of the outside doesn't... God, that's horrible. Who would ever say that?
Carter. Who are you talking to?
No one.
Are you talking to yourself?
I guess they changed things.
Have you proofread my review of the solid fuel rockets yet?
I'm almost done. Good job.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Major Davis, United States Air Force.
Dr. Hirschfield.
I know who you are.
What's this all about?
It's a matter of national security. I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to discuss that here.
Of course, by all means, we can talk privately in my office.
Oh, no. I'm not here to talk to you. I'd like to speak to Dr. Carter.
Me?
Colonel O'Neill. Samuels, you and the boys looking to charter a boat for the day?
No, sir. I've been sent by the Pentagon to escort you back to Washington.
I could give a rat's butt.
It's a matter of national security, sir.
Find someone else.
It has to be you. Now, if you'll allow me, I'll try and explain it on the way. Sammy, it just doesn't sound like fun. Oh, God.
I just said Homer. So this is the Homer? Of course.
Dr. Daniel Jackson.
Dr. Samantha Carter.
Oh, a PhD.
Oh, me too. Astrophysics.
Oh, Egyptology.
You wouldn't happen to know why we're here.
5,000 years ago, maybe, but now, no. Just kind of hoping you did.
Sorry.
I teach English as a second language.
Department of Aerospace.
Oh.
Oh, not as an astronaut. No, I check other people's scientific reports for factual errors or omissions before they get sent up to the director.
Interesting.
Not really.
Dr. Jackson, Dr. Carter, I am General George Hammond. Please.
What's this?
Non-disclosure agreement. What we're about to discuss has been classified top secret by the United States government.
What if we don't want to sign it?
Well, then you're free to leave.
She's so cute.
You have a background in archaeology, isn't that right, Dr. Jackson?
That's right.
But your theories failed to gain much acceptance among your colleagues.
You could say that.
Egyptian pyramids as landing pads for alien spacecraft.
I simply put forth the possibility that, based on the knowledge that...
It's all right, Doctor. You don't have to defend your theories here. A month ago, a team of archaeologists from the University of Chicago uncovered an ancient Egyptian tomb near Giza. Inside, they found artifacts typical of the period, plus 1 or 2 objects that have yet to be identified, and a video camera.
A video camera.
It was perfectly preserved in a vacuum-sealed canopic jar. Technology is somewhat different to what is commercially available today, but we managed to charge the battery. However, we didn't bring you here because we found the camera. We brought you here because of what had been recorded on the tape inside that camera.
I'm part of a team called SG-1, and we have just traveled back in time 5,000 years.
Yeah, he doesn't really wear his glasses anymore, does he?
Henry Hayes is president. What else?
Henry Hayes?
Secretary of the Interior. President Kinsey was less than amused when he saw that.
Oh.
Sam, help me out here. Samantha Carter, Lieutenant Colonel of the United States Air Force, and a member of SG-1.
But, I suppose we should tell them about the Stargate.
Oh my God.
What's SG-1?
Right,
Watch.
Colonel Carter and I work for an organization known as Stargate Command. It is located under Cheyenne Mountain. Now, for the past 8 years, we've been regularly traveling through a large ring-shaped device known as the Stargate. Jack, you should say something.
General Jack O'Neill, United States Air Force.
Facial expression.
Tell them about the future. College football is played on Saturdays, pro on Sundays, and there are no fish in my pond. At all, where I fish.
Did he say Stargate?
Time travel?
What else did the tape say?
Details of the Stargate, SG-1, including a 4th member who appears to be some kind of humanoid alien.
Are you telling us that in some alternate timeline we're part of a team that travels to other planets and defends Earth against alien invasions?
It seems difficult to believe.
Wait, what about the Stargate? Did you look for it?
Well, we searched the coordinates provided on the tape, but we didn't find anything. The area had already been excavated previously in 1934 by a Dr. Langford, but he found nothing but a tablet inscribed with hieroglyphics that no one has ever been able to translate. We were wondering if you'd like to take a crack at it.
Are you kidding? No, this is very important. It's called a ZPM.
Zero Jackson.
What?
I believe the battery's about to expire.
Okay, this is very important. This is called a zero-point module. Now, its purpose is to...
How's that for timing?
This ZPM was recovered along with the tape?
Yes, we have a team of scientists studying it as we speak. How's the translation coming?
Oh, phew. It's obscure dialect. I can see why your experts had trouble. But it's almost as if the person who chiseled this tablet knew my research. See, in 2995 BC, about 5 years after the team on this tape arrived in the past, there was an uprising. The ancient Egyptians rebelled against the sun god Ra, or at least someone who they believed to be an imposter. Now, apparently, whoever this imposter was, he left in a great flying ship and took the Stargate with him.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, but the tablet makes reference to a location where there might be a second Stargate here on Earth.
Where?
Oh, I'm still working on that.
Thank you, Doctor.
I know.
I look forward to your report.
General, if it's all right with you, I'd like to join the expedition to find the second gate. You're right. They're gonna shut us out. Still haven't finished the entire translation yet, which means we still have some leverage.
What else does it say?
It says the second Stargate is somewhere in Antarctica.
Somewhere in Antarctica?
Well, it doesn't even say that. It says the land of the cold of the south, which I'm guessing means Antarctica.
It's a big place.
We need someone who's willing to go to bat for us. Someone who they can't say no to.
You folks looking for a little tour?
Jack O'Neill?
Yeah. You two a couple?
No, we just met.
What do you want?
We were recently approached by the military about a matter of national security.
Don't care.
This is really important. All we're asking is a little bit of your time.
$150 an hour to rent the boat.
We don't want to go anywhere.
It's your money.
So ultimately what we have to do is this. We have to find the Stargate and then get hold of this time travel
So much for
device.
non-disclosure.
Locate this alien named Teal.
Right, get Teal first, then go back in time to change the past to fix the future. Are you listening?
Let's try not to.
Yeah, I suppose it does sound a little crazy.
Really? Which part? I'd have to say the moment I let you on board.
You don't have to believe us. All we ask is that you watch the tape and decide for yourself.
You know I have decided, and hey, look, your time's up!
Are you the least bit intrigued that there might be something else out there somewhere? Something more than this?
No.
We're supposed to be a team. We saved the world.
Several times.
Yeah, okay. I buy that. Uh-huh. The three of us. The world, we save it, right? Okay.
I can't believe I wasted my frequent flyer miles on this.
Sorry to bother you.
Not a problem.
Dr. Jackson.
Major, what's this about?
Did you find the second Stargate?
No, we didn't, but we decided to show you something else. We think this was the ship SG-1 used to travel back in time.
Where'd you find it?
It was uncovered during an excavation of the area around the tomb where the tape was found. Please.
This is incredible. Is it operational?
Not yet.
According to the tape, Jack O'Neill has a special gene that makes him able to fly this thing.
Don't touch anything, please. Leave the touching to the experts.
Dr. Rodney McKay is the lead scientist on the project.
Hi. Pleased to meet you.
We're hoping they may be of assistance to you.
Yes. Well, thank you.
Did you try dialing the Stargate address that the Daniel Jackson on the tape mentions?
No. Why would we do that?
Well, just to see if...
Of course we tried. It's called sarcasm. We tried the address numerous times. Nothing happened.
Did you try any other combinations?
I'm sorry. What are your areas of expertise?
Astrophysics.
Archaeology.
And I would listen to you because...
We're on the tape.
Oh, you I would listen to if you were reading a phone book.
Oh, brother.
You see, I love this whole sexy librarian thing. Why don't I take you to lunch? Get you up to speed. I hear it's lemon chicken today, my favorite.
Oh God, Rodney.
A lot to talk about.
I cross-referenced our previous attempts to dial the gate with some recent seismic activity in Antarctica. The epicenter in all 8 cases was exactly the same, approximately 50 miles outside of McMurdo. That is where you'll find your second gate.
Excuse me.
It was exactly where you said it would be. I want you both to know that your help on this project was most appreciated. Your country owes you a debt of gratitude.
But we're not done yet.
Actually, we're not done. You two, however, have a plane waiting to take you home. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of the details of the non-disclosure agreement.
Well, wait a minute. You are going to send a team through the gate, aren't you?
We're assembling a team as we speak.
But you saw the tape. We are that team. I mean, if anybody should be going, it's us.
I'm sorry, Dr. Jackson, but neither you nor Dr. Carter possess the training or qualifications for a mission like this. That's just the way it is.
Still Felga. Hey, what's up you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video.
Alright here, well that was Stargate SG-1, Season 8, Episode 19. That was quite enjoyable.
Like, it's always interesting seeing, like, an alternate reality that, like time travel-y shenanigans. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next one.